Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us, rather. Uh, as you know, um, we are TW100R. This is, Blunt, if you want to put the trifold up, I'll let you guys see if you haven't seen this before. We give you a couple of minutes to take a gaze at it. This is our mission. This is about us. We'll give you a minute to just take a look at it, and then we'll get into some things. I guess this is for guys that have people that have bad sights like me.
Want me to zoom in on about us?
Yeah, zoom in on about us. If you haven't seen this, just take a look at it and read through it. We'll give you a couple of minutes to do that. And we're going to try to have a respectful meeting here. Give everybody a turn to speak. Raise your hand on your computer. We'll get to you. We only have an hour, so we're gonna, try to make the question and answers as short as possible.
It's me on my phone, so I can check out, make sure that's correct.
So, with that said,
recording in progress.
We're gonna move on from here. Okay, Blunt, you could take this down. Okay, let's get right to it. As you guys know, that we're in court with the leadership of Local 100 and the MTA based on what they did to us back in 2023. They auto-enrolled all of the retirees on Medicare into Medicare Advantage. I would say maybe 65% of the membership does not know that they're in or that they were auto-enrolled. So we mounted a fight. And what we've been doing is trying to get people to send us in affidavits if they're having problems with their medical, if they're having pre-authorizations or denials of medical treatments and or your medication. We've been getting a lot of phone calls. I may sound a little repetitive, but I have to continue beating this drum. With the phone calls come no affidavits. We can't solve the problem if we don't document everything. We need the affidavits if there is a problem with your medical benefits. Now, I'm hearing a lot of people, they have this thing in CVS where they can go get groceries and over-the-counter stuff. That's, in my opinion, that's just a rope to get you into this Medicare Advantage program, more or less. So if there's anybody on this call that's having problems with their medication, they go to the doctor and the doctor says, okay, we have to get in touch with your insurance company and see if they'll authorize this. Or if you're having a denial, we need you to put in an affidavit. All right, I'm going to move on to the next and the main topic that everybody is, I believe, is concerned about. The court case. All right. Back in July, June, July, August, we got a notification from the judge that he wanted briefs from the parties on what our case had to do with this Bronkowski case. The Bronkowski case is about the New York City retirees, not us. There's a difference. We work for the city, but we're actually state employees. Now, this Bronkowski case and all the other stuff to do with it is that they did not have a contract. They had what we call, well, what the law calls promissory estoppel. Somebody promised them verbally that they would have medical benefits when they retired and when they become Medicare age. We had a written contract to that effect. And it has absolutely nothing to do with their case. Even in our brief, in our lawyer's brief, he wrote at the very end of it that it has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with it. Now, to show you how crazy Local 100 is, their lawyer put his brief in exactly 12 or 13 days late. We had our lawyer to object to their brief. We haven't gotten anything back from that yet. So that's where we are with the case. And the main thing that I do want to discuss is that if you guys, I'm going to keep going over it again, say that this is not affecting me right now, it will affect you eventually. All right? There are people out there telling you, oh, call a union hall, they'll fix it. If you were on traditional Medicare, not Medicare Advantage, there would be nothing that had to be fixed because 99% of the doctors take traditional Medicare. There are so many doctors out there now that are opting out of this Medicare Advantage. Hospitals, I was just reading something where 32% of the hospitals in the United States are opting out of Medicare Advantage because they won't let the doctors be the doctor. All right, there's an AI or a computer-generated denial or a delay that you have to deal with. All right, now on that, is anybody on this call have any questions that they want to ask while we're on this call about this? Is there anybody?
Can you
Yes,
give me? Oh,
Okay.
hold on.
State
Can
your
you give me a
names,
second,
dog.
Lloyd?
State
Hold
your
on.
names.
Lloyd, give me a second. Whoever put that pic up, can you take it down? It's like covering Lloyd's face.
I put it up.
Oh, you put it up? Lloyd, take it down.
I got to figure out how to do it.
Okay. Sorry.
All right, it's on video. All right, go ahead. The gentleman,
Sam.
what's your name?
Sam,
Sam, how you doing?
I'm okay. I had a lot of problems specifically with medications.
Okay.
And every time it happened pretty a lot. Every time I had to call and solve this problem over the phone. The thing is, somehow their system making all these problems.
Who did you say is?
I call Aetna. Actually, I call CVS. I call Aetna, and actually, their system they don't recognize this, or they don't want to recognize. But their system causing a lot of problems compared to CVS that we had before.
Okay, so Sam, what I need you to do is, Blunt, could you put up
How old are we
affidavit so
now?
he could see it?
The affidavit.
Well,
The
I don't
affidavit.
have any.
asked Winston Churchill about people. I can't remember the initial. He said, it was about socialism. He says, if a man as a socialist before the age of 40,
All right, go ahead. I muted whoever that was. Okay, Sam,
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a computer?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So I want you to go to this page. This is what the affidavit is going to look like.
Okay, where I can find it?
It's all right. You ready with a pen?
Yes.
www.twu100r
Okay. Okay. Okay.
.org.
Okay.
And it's right there. Fill it out, right? And mail it back to, and right on that same web page, you can mail, there's a mailing address. You can send
Okay.
that directly to us.
Can I
You
send by email?
You can email it too.
Okay.
All right. The email address is tw100r@gmail.com.
Okay. I'll do it.
All right. So get that to us as soon as possible.
Okay. Now, there is another problem with medical. HSS, Hospital for Special Surgery, doesn't accept Aetna Advantage.
Mm.
Who does that? Who is that?
Hospital for Special Surgery. They don't want even accept this as payment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
So you
this is a big problem.
So you have to find another.
Yeah, let me just
You
ask
have
you
to
a question,
find
bud.
something, but in my opinion, I used to use them,
Mhm.
and they're much, much better than any other.
Perfect
Mhm.
affidavit.
Yes, that's another affidavit right there.
All right, Sam. Now, you need to fill out actually instead of one, two affidavits.
Okay, I'll do it.
Mhm.
All right,
Yes.
because what Aetna told us, or what they said in the court case, that they have no denials,
Mhm.
and most of the hospitals that they have, they accept the coverage. The union
Yes.
said that they do not, that they accept the coverage.
No,
Now-
not everyone accepting this coverage.
Mhm.
And
We know that.
another thing, it's a lot of, let's say, for doctor, a lot of work to make this, let's say, it's not referral, how they call this? Request for service or request for medication, whatever. And not all doctors are willingly doing this.
Okay. All right. So we have two issues here with you. The
Yes,
Hospital for Special Surgeries and your medication.
yes.
Okay.
And last question, it's about, let's say, our TW 100, not R.
Mhm.
Right. Not that's TW Local 100 Retirees Association. They're the culprits.
No, I'm talking about main union.
Yeah,
Oh.
Local 100. Yes.
Yes. And at what condition they was allowed to change our medical insurance without let us know?
Okay, that's part of the arguments in court. That's good. That's part of the arguments in court because they auto-enroll people in it, and we didn't know. Me, myself, and I got quite a few other people on this call of this committee. They did the same thing too. So don't feel left out. These are the questions that we've been asking for over a year and a half now.
Yes, I spoke with some union representative
You know
on
his
the top.
name?
On the top,
Really?
yes, because I spoke to one, I don't remember who was it, and he told me that that all union members was voting for this exchange, for this replacement of insurance. But when I spoke to specific person who is on top, he told me nobody was voting for this. It was done quietly.
I'd like to know who that was.
I can tell you, but I don't want to put that party in a problem.
No, it won't be a problem. But you don't have to tell us here. Send it to us in an email.
Okay.
All right, because
And that this guy, I know him long time. I was working with him, and he's all the time somewhere on top.
what department did you work with?
He used to work
You.
for
What
me,
department you work with?
EMD,
EMD?
Electronic Maintenance Division Subway.
Okay.
And he used to work for same department. Only I was on telephone side, he was on electronic side.
So he was at Woodside.
Not Woodside, it's headquarter in Queens.
Okay.
Okay, so Sam, we need you to go to the website
Okay,
and do the affidavits for us.
okay, I will.
And on that website you can donate to the cause because we still have to pay the lawyer. We're still far behind. Anybody on this call would like to donate, there's on our website that you can still donate. We're not asking for you to send us $500. And let me kill a rumor right now because it's pissing me off every time I hear it. You got guys out there from the union that are saying that don't send them no money. They're using your money to do whatever they want to do. We have receipts. We have to, there's things that we have to do. Those flyers that you see, we have to pay for that. If we have to go talk to another group of retirees in another state, we have to get there. We're retired just like everybody else. All right, there's a limited income. This is why we're asking for help.
Yeah, it's understandable.
All right, but because we're winning, because we're making people aware of what Aetna is, it's a for profit. It's not for people. It's for profit. It's for money. All of these, United Healthcare, all of them. All right. So we need the money to spread the word for our retirees that retired from New York City Transit. All right. And anybody on this call that thinks any otherwise, they can talk to me about it. But we're asking for donations. If you have problems, send us the affidavit. Sam, I really appreciate it, man.
You're welcome.
Anybody else on the call is having problems that want to let us know. Okay, so
it doesn't take a genius to understand.
hello, Rosalind.
Hey, Lloyd.
Good to see you.
Also,
You too.
Hey, Roz, what's going on?
How you doing?
All right, looking good.
Sam, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Sam, you know, we have a lot of Russian-speaking people that come to us, and we don't speak Russian, and I hear your accent.
It's a language
And no
barrier.
disrespect to you, right? Would you be willing to help us out with our Russian-speaking comrades?
Yes.
All
We
right,
need to
so
translate them.
So, Sam, in the chat, if you look down there in the chat at the bottom of your screen,
Also print signs so that
It
people
says
can see
chat.
your business here.
Hold on.
See it here.
Yes, I
See it
see.
here. So you
click
use it
it,
now.
put your
You
telephone
know.
number and your
Get
and
50%
your
of
name there
It's to
so
print out.
that we can get in touch with you.
And sure,
Somebody-
homemade placards against the most sophisticated,
Okay.
You gotta mute
like throwing
somebody.
stones at tanks,
All right,
but
let me find
nice try. Okay, so here we go. The protest organized by
Can you
No
mute that?
Genocide Group has demanded Microsoft divest from
Can you
his
please mute
Who's
that?
that?
Thank you.
peer employee. Joe Lopez interrupted a speech by CEO Satya.
I didn't know who that was. So.
That's why I say mute everybody,
Hold on a second.
I don't want to mute Sam, so
except Sam, of course. Well, you could unmute Sam.
all right, let me find him. Oh, here he goes.
Give me a thumbs up if it's working.
No, not yet. You got him. Go ahead, Sam. You're muted.
You got my phone number?
All right, let me check.
Because somebody chatting with me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you see the
that's
numbers in the
probably-
chat.
That's probably one of us.
Well, they're chatting to
Okay.
everybody. Just chatting to everybody.
Okay, we got somebody, can they, with this telephone number, can somebody copy that down or put it in the,
Yeah, you can do it.
okay, Sam, so we'll be in touch with you. First,
Okay.
let me introduce everybody from the committee. Everybody introduce yourselves, our committee, please.
My name is Julio Rivera. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Donovan
Eric
Smith.
Garcia. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Donovan. Sorry.
Yeah, Donovan Smith, our moderator.
Anita Clinton, formerly from Car Equipment.
Okay.
And I'm Lloyd Archer, former bus operator.
Okay.
Lori Stout, former station agent.
Is it on?
They automatically turn on and connect.
I am Eric Garcia, former bus operator.
Okay. Anybody from EMD?
Well, I was made to the way, so I know a little bit about AMD. That's why I said Woodside.
Okay, but it's not Woodside, it's a repair shop.
Yes, and I was a track worker, made to the way. That's why I know about it.
Yes, we our department is electronic maintenance division subway.
But you cover telephone, repair the whole
Telephone,
9 yards.
electronic, we're covering everything that belong to electronics in the subway. Announcement, visual science, telephones, buses, cameras, station cameras,
Internal communications.
general communication, everything belong to electronic maintenance.
The future.
Where are you located, Sam? In East New York?
We were at East New York, then we moved to J Street, then we moved to Queens.
No, it should be.
Where in Queens?
On Northern Boulevard, I believe it was 27 something Northern Boulevard, and later on I was told it's moved to Northern Boulevard 3500 or something like this.
Yeah, because I'm from EMD, but I'm from the central shop in Woodside, which originally
Introduce yourself,
East New
sir.
York.
Hello. Could you introduce yourself so we'll know who we're talking to?
Oh, my name is Paltain Dindayal. I work with, when they set up the Central Electronic Shop in East New York, I was moved from the radio shop in East New York to the Central Electronic Shop in Woodside. I came to your meeting. I brought another fellow couple, maybe about 2 months ago, and we met somewhere in Brooklyn in a building.
Oh, okay.
I was
okay.
there.
What equipment you was fixing?
Oh, what equipment? They had revenue equipment. They had communication equipment. They
No,
had
I know specifically what you did.
Guys.
EEM.
Guys.
No, the
Hello?
reason
Hello?
I'm asking, I have a guy who I work to. He used to work for this shop, and I want to ask if you know his name, Lyndon Franklin.
Oh yes, I know him.
That's it. So we got communication.
Okay, guys. I understand we want to reconnect with everybody, but let's do some business here. As people may not know, but there are articles out that Aetna is dropping out of a lot of hospitals. This is why we have to fight these people off. Give you a little history. In 2017, John Samuelson put us all in Aetna if you were active. All right. And they said that was the best thing since chocolate milk. And then I guess the MTA and the union leadership struck a deal to put us in Medicare Advantage. Now, with a disclaimer, I'm going to say most times when things like that happen, sides get a kickback. Again, I'm just a disclaimer out there. So you ask me, Sam, who gave them permission to do this? Nobody did. The executive board didn't even know that this was part of the deal. So
that's what happened.
So with that said, I'm gonna turn it over to Julio Rivera, and he wants to present something to you guys. If any, I'll let him explain. So Julio, you want to go ahead?
Good afternoon, folks. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Garcia, can you put up the letter? I recently received, about a year ago, I broke my hip and I had to go to rehab at Dry Harbor to get to learn to walk again. Unfortunately, Aetna Medicare Advantage did not cover my stay there, so I had to get out and stay on traditional Medicare, and I received a bill of $3,000 soon after that. That bill has got unpaid. I tried to get other coverage like Medicaid, they wouldn't cover it, and so I came back to the Aetna Medicare Advantage, but I still have an outstanding bill. I then wrote to, as you see on the screen, I wrote to the union recently asking them to pay for the bill. If I'm going to get a bill and you say it was an enhancement, then pay for it. I ask you guys, if you have a bill because of medication, rehabilitation, like I did in my case, for any medical reason, you, a spouse, somebody that your Medicare is covering, please have them write this letter. I don't expect the union hall to pay it, but I got to ask. I got to mitigate my losses. And I ask you guys to do the same and mitigate your losses. Either way, the union understands that this is not an enhancement, and the courts understand this is not an enhancement, but a diminishment. So I also ask that if you have any questions after the meeting is over that you forgot to ask, email us and ask. The worst that could happen is we don't know how to answer it, but we could tell you where to go to. Again, your spouse or anybody covered is also liable to the union hall for what they did. I'll take any questions, so please ask.
I know I have no question, but I had beef with Chiarella when he was just for EMD.
Right, he was your VP.
Yeah.
And now he's president.
Yeah.
And like I told the folks, it's not I'm not expecting them to pay. If they do, God bless, good. But I want to make sure that I mitigate my losses so they don't come over and start billing me to death. The same thing if you're meds, if you had an equipment, a spouse, a loved one, somebody under coverage that is suffering due to disadvantage, please fill out an affidavit, send a letter, the whole 9 yards. Because in the long run, when the chips fall, if you didn't say ouch now, they're not going to take care of your boo-boo.
Okay.
So please speak up now.
Does anyone here have any questions on that? Anyone have questions on that? And I see my friend Paul Rosenberg is on the call. How you doing, Paul? Thanks for coming aboard.
Thank you for having us. I admire you guys.
Thank you so much.
So is there any other questions?
Regardless of what we spoke to about TW100R, about the situation, any question?
This is why we're doing this, so we could, you may have a question that pertains to somebody on this call, so ask it. No question is a dumb question.
Exactly.
It's Paul. Medical debt under 500 does not go on your credit report, but over 500, yes, it does.
Yeah, for life.
Yeah, but you know what? If you call, from what I understand, I don't know if it's true. You could check it out on fact check it or whatever. If you have medical debt, even if it's $1,000, $1,200, $1,500, and you call them and tell them, listen, I can pay you $15 a month, that's okay, as long as you're paying it.
Right. My thing is though that before this contract language was introduced, I
Right.
didn't have a debt.
I know. That's why we're here.
Yes, exactly. That's why we're here. Again, folks, any questions regardless of the issue, please ask.
Okay, with that, I'm going to turn it over to Miss Anita Clinton. She's going to talk to you a little bit more about the affidavits. You may have heard her beautiful voice on when you call our hotline. So we'll hear it in person here now. Go ahead, Anita.
Well, thank you for that beautiful introduction. And what I want to emphasize is that we've been doing this for a year. We filed the case on June 10th, so it's a little more than a year now. And the donations and the affidavits are the lifeblood of this case, because the affidavits is merely the statements that are saying, no, what the union is saying is not true because I have X, Y, and Z problems. What we have noticed is that members are very, very reluctant to give us affidavits. And that is extremely troubling. They will call our phone number. They will register a complaint with whoever answers the phone. That person will say, that qualifies as an affidavit, and then that member will ghost us. We cannot function like this. The affidavit is just like a G2. When something happens to you on the job that's not right, you send in your G2. That's your statement of fact. That's all an affidavit is. No one should be intimidated or scared about writing an affidavit. And if you do feel that way, we can come to you. We can help you through the phone, through text. There's many different ways, but we do need these affidavits. They're really important. You will not get in trouble for filling it out. You will not be called to court. I just want to make that very clear because we need these affidavits desperately. Thank you.
And if there's any active members on this call, you guys need to speak up and speak out if there's any issues with you, because you're next on the hit list, believe it or not. So, good afternoon, Evangeline.
Good afternoon.
You know I was going to call you out, right? Any other actives? Anybody else have any questions or any concerns? Go ahead, Jose.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, retirees. I am an active member, and I've been voicing it to everybody in my depot and around MTA bus and all that stuff, but they're still sublime to it's not going to happen to me, and they're still clueless, even though I give them the information that I got from you guys and whatnot. And I tell them it's not going to hit them now. It's not hitting you now, but it's going to hit you eventually if you don't do what you got to do. I send them the links. I send them the information. I send them to your website, everything, but they're not listening. No matter how hard you try, Lloyd, they're still not listening.
I did the same with my group. I called, I told them, they told me they will come back, and still until today.
Well, that's the problem that we're having all over. But you guys are doing exactly what you need to do. You're sharing the information out, and that's all you can do. Even I, who's been talking about this for almost like a year and a half, almost 2 years now, we still run into people who have no clue as to what's going on. I had a conversation with my co-host, Brooklyn Pete, and he was saying he ran into at least a dozen people at the depot that have no clue still. And it's like, it's frustrating. But all you could do is share it out. Share it out. But
But you know, in my opinion, nothing will change now until next contract.
Nothing's going to change until it affects them personally.
Yes, but it's the next contract.
Right, but all of us policy.
But if we keep doing what we're doing, like
Yes,
Jose,
we have
like
to
you,
do this,
Sam,
yes.
Evangeline, everybody on the committee, as long as we keep sharing and keep sharing, it's going to get out eventually.
Yeah, because the only thing is sharing. Because as one of my friends said, you either get baptized with the holy water or you get baptized by fire and brimstone. And most people will just wait to be baptized by fire and brimstone when they have no options.
Yep, this is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw in the headlines today that Johns Hopkins Hospital just removed 60,000 people.
Yes, I seen that. Yes.
So they're going to have to get out the hospital and they no longer have coverage. And I think this contract, the way Local 100 works, I know from being on the executive board, is that once they see that they have the advantage of the members, they keep going. So they'll take the little heat of, you know, people screaming a little bit here and there because they know ultimately they have confidence that the members are not going to do anything. Right? They just took the whole local from them, right in their face in plain sight, and the members actually did nothing. They didn't show up to rally. They just have not done anything. And so they're pretty confident in the fact that they're going to be able to do, you know, the rest of these next hits that they're going to be coming our way. And we'll see if the members do something in, but I don't know what it's going to take.
It's just frustrating, Evangeline. I tip my hat to you because I don't think I would have as much patience with this as you do. But oh boy,
Listen,
like
don't get
Anita said,
discouraged.
we get phone calls. I get phone calls. All of us, emails. I'm having a problem. Okay, this is what you do. Please send us an affidavit so they can be submitted to the courts. All right. We never hear from the person again, and not just the active members asleep, but the retirees until it affects them.
May I say something? When I was there, I filled out an affidavit, but it was a piece of paper. And what I've noticed with the new people that are in the TA, they come from private enterprise. They have never been in a union. They don't even understand what a union do. A lot of them I've spoken to. So I have not checked your website, but one of the things I would suggest, because I'm in many organizations, if you can have a PDF fillable form online, then maybe you will get more response from that.
Yeah.
It's on the website.
Oh,
all you gotta do is click
like
affidavit.
I said, I haven't checked
Yeah.
it. So,
Yeah,
you know,
it's on the website. You click on affidavit, and you have the old one and you have the new one. Both are up there. So
Okay,
direct them
okay.
to the website.
Okay.
You have the website, right?
No,
Okay. It's
org.
twu100r.org.
But you,
I'll put it in the chat also.
okay. But you can fill the form online, right?
Yes.
You can download it and fill it out online. Yeah.
No. What I'm
You
saying,
can fill it out online. Yes.
yeah, and it's submitted online.
Yes.
Because I'm going to tell the guys at the CES to put up a paper there, because a lot of people, since I've been there, a lot of people come and ask me questions, and I found out, or I thought that, okay, I give you the information why you're not doing it. And like I said, my intuition tell me they would say, what the union will do for me, you know, and this is their question. And my conversation with them is that you're not entitled to vacation every year. It's your union that negotiate that for you. Your sick days there's no state law that says you should have so many sick days. It's your union that does that for you.
Evangeline, I'm gonna get to you in a minute. Don't put your hand down.
No, that was a mistake. I wasn't raising my hand.
Yeah, so I think.
Well, like you said, bro, a lot of people come from private entities, and they don't really know or understand what a union is about. And secondly to that, the union is not, or they're doing it now. I've been noticing now that they talk to the classes and they they give them this rah-rah speech about how great Local 100 is. But in my opinion, Local 100 ain't shit. Not like it used to be.
That's right.
Okay. They gave everything away and they hurt the most vulnerable. And that's us, the guys that put in 25, 30 years, knew that we were going to get a pension and have our medical when we retire. And they just showed me if they did that to us, would they do their mother and father the same way?
Well, as the good book says, if you have done it to the least of them, you have done it all to me.
So,
hey, Lloyd, it's like I tell my guys, all the active guys, hey, I said, do you realize that in 2017, they took away the lifetime medical? There's no more lifetime medical. They're like, what are you talking about? They didn't even know that.
Yeah.
They didn't even know that.
Well,
they don't want them to know. They want to keep them dark. So, you know, but go ahead, Evangeline. You got something you want to say?
So the issue of the education on the union. So they're not educating the new members on them. They're just, because they are the union, they're just bringing them in there, but they're not teaching them anything. They're keeping them just the way they want them. Like Trump says, he likes the stupid and ignorant. And that's the same way that they're treating the members, right? If they don't know the power of the union, then it's nothing that they're going to expect or really push for. They just think that the union means, you know, that they get paid. That's it. They don't know, you know, the power in our numbers. And so that's an issue. But I partnered with this organization called Project Us. It's a youth organization and the guy that runs it is a sanitation worker. And so I put it out there to him that if you're working with teenagers who are getting ready to graduate high school or are in 11th grade, going to the 12th grade, that we should put together, come together and put together an educational forum for children or youth who may go to college and may not be able to finish, right? Because the statistics show that most first-time college students do not finish college. One is because their parents don't know how to navigate the, you know, sort of help them to get through. And secondly, they're academically not prepared. So after going through remediation and stuff, it discourages them and they wind up dropping out, right? So the workforce is going to be there. So they're going to have to do something. So we are partnering together to help that. But a part of it is, I told him that we have to teach them about unions, right? The first introduction we have, although they think they're coming to learn about, you know, just how to get a job with transit or sanitation or fire department. But we have to teach them about the power of the union so that when they go on these jobs, they protect their benefits. Or we'll see the pension go the same way everything else is going. And most around the country, most places have already lost their pension system. They're on 401ks and returning to the workforce because they don't have a retirement, right? So the dumbing down and the miseducation and the lack of education is by design.
Whether private or
You know.
union.
Yes, that's what it is. Thank you.
So did anybody else join the call that have any questions for us concerning pre-authorization or denial so that we can help them and guide them to where they can get an affidavit and fill it out and get it to us as soon as possible? Because this is vital. And I'm going to reiterate this again. If you active members are on here thinking, oh, it's not going to happen to me, or I'm not there yet, what's going to happen when you are there? What are you going to do when you are there and you can't do nothing and you got to work till you're 90 years old? Because that's what they're trying to do anyway with you guys. They're trying to raise the retirement age. They want you to work until you drop dead. And Evangeline made a good point. These new people have to learn what a union is and get involved with it and stop letting people shortchange you, telling you stories, telling you how great they are, and they not shit.
I have noticed one manager told a group of people, I went to visit some of the guys at the location. We were going to lunch. So I sat there. He didn't realize that I was retired. And he says, you guys should be lucky that you have a job. That's what
Oh,
I just wanted to, I said, this is a civil service job. You took a test, you got the job, and you have to. He can't be threatening people like that. But
yeah, well, that's the union, and that's the active members' business. I mean, we can't get many active members involved to help us. A handful. One main person, she's with us right now on this Zoom call. She beats the drum all the time. But like she said, the members don't understand what the union is. They allow Local 100 to do whatever they want to do to them. And I'll be damned that I'm going to lay down, and when I go to the hospital, the doctor says, you need a new heart, but I got to wait for pre-authorization. You got to wait 90 days. Before I got the heart right here, but you can't have it for 90 days because I got to wait for the computer to say it is medically necessary. You understand? So I can't worry about these active members, and I've been focusing on them trying to educate, but I'm no more. I can't do it anymore. My concern now is the people that are not working anymore, that are most vulnerable, especially with all the shit that's going on in this country now. All right? We have to stand up at some point and stop listening to those same people. Oh, call the union hall, they'll fix the problem. You shouldn't have to call anybody to fix the problem once you retire. It was written in stone, set in stone, that we would be taken care of. And people should be pissed off. We should be getting donations in here by the hundreds to fight this case without a problem. But they listen to these people on the outside that's working every day. They got their medical, and they just don't care. I don't know if it's the younger generation or what.
I think it's a younger generation because I talked to one guy about his pension because there was a poster that with a tier 6. And you know what was his response to me? Which was very, very, I would say, ignorant. He says, I don't even know if Social Security is going to be there, so why worry about it? Can you imagine that?
Scary, man. It's scary. That's what it is. It's scary. So does anybody else have any questions they want to ask us about this medical that they're on? Because we're here to answer. We got another 15 minutes, Blunt, or on this?
Yeah, about just about 15. I want to go over the website real quick.
Let me just take 1 second.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to go.
All right, Sam, we're going to be in touch with you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
Do anybody know? I receive a card from the union with the dental. And the letter that I received with it says they're going to pay for, a lot of stuff, root canal and stuff like that. But when I took it to the dental office, a dentist in my neighborhood, he says they only pay for cleaning. So
is it Cigna?
No. It's one the union give.
Dent care
or something like that. Yeah. Do anybody know about that?
No. That's only for that. We wouldn't know about it because we don't have that. We have to buy our own dental, which is Cigna.
Oh. Okay, you got.
Okay, go ahead, Blunt.
So just real quick, so everybody who's here can be completely clear about the website. As you can see there, let me just get to it. So, If you click, once you click on it, this is the first thing you see is Ocasio. When you click down, you see to donate. That's where you guys can donate your money. Doesn't have to be $1 million, but whatever you can,
Already
whatever
done.
you can. Say that again.
No, he's not muted. He just came on, I
Oh.
believe.
Okay, so when you, if you want to donate, you could click there to donate. Like I said, it doesn't have to be $1 million, but every little bit helps. But when you look further down, you see here where it says affidavit and court docs. If you have to fill an affidavit, that's where you will click on, and you'll see these pages come up. This is the new one that we have. Much easier. You can fill it out right online and send it back to us. And then you have the old two. It's like should be two, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's two of them. You
There's
have
the
the
other.
old two. So you have the first one here, and then this one is here where you can write everything you need to write in there. We prefer this one, but this is what the lawyer gave us. The first one, much easier to write and fill out. But if you need to, you could write on the back or go on this one and fill out extra stuff and send it to us. So it's just that easy. Just simple click on the affidavits and court docs, and it'll bring you right to the affidavits. You can fill it out right there. Just
And
wanted to make sure that you guys are clear.
right, and Blunt could go down a little bit to the media part. I mean, up. I'm sorry. If you click on that, would that play the media part where it says media?
Right here. Let me see.
Yeah, would any of those videos play?
Yep. Videos. Yeah, they're right here. Which one you want to play? Marianne. I don't know what this one is.
I
Blank.
don't know what that go. Let's see if there's another one. Is there another one there under her? No.
They're down here. Hey,
that's-
who's that guy? And
There he
it's
goes
loading
again. Oh
Thank you,
my
Lord.
goodness. You just got me all over the place, man. They
I'm
know who I
scrolling down.
am. They're gonna come get me.
Yeah, then you can write a comment down. That's at the bottom. But those are all the videos up there. And we also have our YouTube channel. So, yeah, see, we have our YouTube channel also. So we have videos up there right now. You can subscribe to that, TW100R Inc. If you haven't subscribed yet. There's a lot of videos. I mean, not a lot, but there's a decent amount of videos. And there's also narrated by Miss Anita Clinton, how to fill out an affidavit, if you're still not sure. But I encourage everybody to sign up, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Definitely visit the website, fill out the affidavits, and make a donation. Doesn't have to be a lot, but we need the money to pay these lawyers or lawyer and keep things moving.
What is the lawyer saying about the case now, Lloyd or Eric? Anybody know?
Well, we're just waiting. He submitted his affidavit. I mean, not his affidavit, his brief, right? That the judge asked for by July 11th. And he did it. And we're still waiting for the judge. Like I said, the Local 100 did theirs 11 days late. He gave a specific date. They went 11 days late. So we had the lawyer to object to their brief. It's in the docket. So we're waiting to hear from the judge. And let me just be clear with this. If the judge comes back with a decision in our favor, that we're going to have to appeal that. And when you appeal that, the lawyer is going to want more money. That's just plain and simple. That's just the way that it goes when you deal with lawyers. Lawyers, that's how they make money, off of pain. They make money off of other people's pain. And unless we have a lawyer in the group with us, then we have to pay this one.
But she said that they had a new one.
So, is there any questions? Anything else anybody want to know? We have 17 people on this call. As everybody's good with what we've been talking about. Nobody else wants to ask any questions.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who came on to join us. We ask you to spread the word because there's still a lot of people who don't know that they're not in traditional Medicare and they don't know about the lawsuit. Anyone who is not speaking at this time, please mute yourself. Jeanette, 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 you need to mute yourself. Mute.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who came on. We need you to spread the word. Tell them about what happened here today. We're fighting the good fight. Forget what the local has to say. The local is very, very corrupt, obviously.
I got to piggyback on that because they're still going out there saying how this Medicare Advantage is the best thing since sliced bread. And again, just to reiterate, and so people will be very clear about what we're doing here. We're not trying to take away anybody's medical coverage. If you're happy with Medicare Advantage, you can stay with them, but just don't ignore the fact that your brothers and sisters are having problems with it, and we need to get that fixed. We just want the option put back on the table so that we could go back to traditional Medicare with them covering the 20%. And if you don't want that, you don't have to do that, but you can still help us fight to get the option back because you never know when Medicare Advantage is going to turn on you and you're going to start receiving the problems that they're having. And some of these problems are life-threatening. So if you help us, it'll help yourself in the future. Donate. If you're having problems, fill out an affidavit. You're not going to get in trouble. There won't be no kind of recourse from your local or MTA. You don't have to worry about that. Just whatever problems you have and fill out an affidavit. Definitely donate.
And if you don't know, a lot of people don't know that these United Healthcare, all of these things are for profit. They're in it to make money. They do not, and it's a shame what the world's come to. They don't care about your life. They care about money. They don't care about anything else. So at some point, you have to say to yourself, I have to fight back because I'm not the healthiest person in the world. And that's another problem. People say, oh, I'm not sick, I'm good. But suppose something happens. What are you gonna do? You run to a hospital? Oh, we don't take that. But you got to give us $10,000. Like the gentleman said, the hospital for special surgeries, they don't take the coverage anymore. I knew that over a year ago. A guy that I worked with, he got a hip replacement. He needed the other side done. The hospital said, the next time you come, you got to bring us $10,000. Where's a retiree going to get $10,000 cash from?
OnlyFans? No, I'm just joking.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. To piggyback off of Lloyd also, if you think this is not affecting you right now because everything is good, I want you to look on your paycheck and see if you're still paying for FICA. Because if you are, then you're paying for something that you're not getting. FICA goes to Social Security and Medicaid. You're not going to get that. So you're paying into it. You paid into that your whole life. And when you retire, you're not going to get that. So if you think it's not affecting you, you paying for something you're not going to get. Go ahead, Lloyd. I'm sorry to interrupt.
That's all right. So is there any other questions that anybody have? So you can go to our website and check us out, the videos. Anybody that you run into saying Lloyd Archer, telling lies, tell them to come see me. Tell them to call me. Prove that I'm lying to them. Because you can still hear, like Blunt said, they're saying there's nothing wrong with our medical coverage. And everybody that negotiated this contract has disappeared except for John Chiarillo. They've all disappeared except for him. He's going to be the scapegoat. He's going to take the brunt of this blow that we're about to serve.
And just to show you how shisty they are, I live in the neighborhood where the local is. And one day I was having lunch in a neighborhood restaurant, and Tony Utano and Kemp came in. Kemp got very, very nervous when he saw me. He came right over to me. He said, "What's new?" I said, "You know, why are you guys doing this to us?" And he said, "Why don't we set up a meeting?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll take that back to the group. I think that's a good idea." Mr. Kemp never followed up on that offer. I have called him repeatedly. He has refused to take my phone call. But that's just to go show you the character or lack of the people who are representing 30, 40,000 members, that they don't really care about you. They're not honest. They have no integrity. And everybody needs to spread that story around so Kemp knows that he's a piece of crap.
You know, and I'm sorry to piggyback off what Ms. Clinton said. I don't know him personally, but he seemed like he had a bright future. And once he got in office and he got appointed, he just everybody changes when they go in that building. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Brother, you are so right. You know how many times I told him when he first came, I said, man, you need to step away from these people. You know, I see you going places, you know. And he smiled. And now look, lo and behold, when the membership does eventually wake up, he's going to be a part of the sweep because they're going to tie him to it.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't understand that, you know. But it's 1:01 p.m. I want to thank everybody for coming on, even if you're not on now and you jumped off and jumped back on, for showing up. Again, any questions, email them to us. We'll get back to you as soon as possible with an answer. One more thing I forgot to mention, I wrote it down in my notes. If you haven't not yet, and you've been on Social Security for a year or more and you haven't gotten your Social Security reimbursement, you need to call the BSC to get an application and fill it out. And if you have a 1099, please send that in with your application for your Social Security reimbursement. And if you have any questions about that, I'm going to read the number off where you can contact me. I'll answer the phone. So this is the number. Give me a minute. This is the number, 929-247-7175. Again, 929-247-7175.
What's that number for, Lloyd?
This is the number for TW100R.
Oh.
What did you say? What did you say, Blunt? I didn't hear you.
I should know that number by heart, right?
929-247-7175.
Not bad, man.
You know,
Jesus.
I tried to get hearing aids, but they told me I had to get pre-authorized. So again, anybody have any questions, there's the number there. I gave you the number. Give me a call, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. And if I can't, I'll definitely try to get an answer for you. All right? Is there any questions before we close out? All right. So,
Lloyd.
Hello?
Lloyd, can you hear me? This is Rosalind.
Hey, Roz, go ahead.
Okay, on Facebook a couple of days ago, they was talking about this over the counter, the $30. Are we entitled to that?
I think that we are, because we are on Medicare Advantage through CVS. We probably are. But if you're on traditional Medicare, they don't offer that. You would have to be, or they'll try to sell you a supplement so you can have it. So I'm not sure about that, but I know it's part of Medicare Advantage. It's not part of traditional Medicare.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so everybody's talking about.
All right, that was the question. That was my question. Thanks.
okay, you're welcome. And I'll look into it more, Roz, and I'll get back to you on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it also.
Okay. All right, everybody. Again, thanks for coming.
Hey, Lloyd, this is Paul. I have the BSC phone number, I think.
Oh, yeah, please. Can you
Hold on a second. Hold on. I thought I have it somewhere.
I got it, Paul. I can get it real quick. Give me a second.
All right. Yeah, I thought I had it. I got
All right, everybody. This is the BSC's phone number. You got to know your BSC number. BSC 646 376
0123.
0123 646 376 0123. That's the BSC's telephone number. Thanks, Paul. That's right on. You got to have your BSC number. Again, ask them for your Medicare reimbursement Part B application. Fill it out. Fax it back to them along with your 1099. And they only go back 2 years. That's as far as they go back, 2 years.
After you get your first check, you no longer have to send it in.
Correct.
Guys, I came back. I cannot find affidavit on the site.
You left when I explained it too.
Yeah. Can you put it up real quick for him?
Okay, hold on.
Hold on a minute, Sam.
Again. Hold on. Let me run through this.
Sam, write this number down too. The telephone number to us.
Okay, give me a second.
Let me get
both numbers are in the chat.
Okay.
All right. 929 247 7175.
Okay.
All right.
Just a quick observation.
He put up the website again for you.
Yeah.
TW local retiree.
No, it's not. It's not that. It's not that. It's not local. It's TW100R.org.
TW100R. Okay.
.org.
Okay.
And affidavits are right there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. Don't want to come up.
All right, he's gone. So, any questions again? Anybody have? Please just put them in. Email them to us. TW100R@gmail.com, and we'll respond to you as soon as possible. I mean, if the board would stay on for a minute, I just got some things I just want to discuss. Or Donovan, you want to create another link for that? Donovan,
okay. All right. We could end this meeting and then we could start up again.
All right. Well, no. Well, we got to meet tomorrow at 4, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll wait till tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
All right, guys. Again, thanks for coming out. Good meeting. Anybody? We'll be having something in person soon, I hope.
Oh, hey, will this be posted? Hi, my name is Donnell Moultrie. Will this be posted where other people can watch it? Because I didn't catch the beginning myself.
We should be able to post it on our YouTube channel and put the link in the group, so you guys should be able to watch it from the beginning.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. All right, family. I'm signing off.
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Everybody, have a good day.
Later.
Share it out. Share this info. Talk to your coworkers about them.
Yep.
Even if they don't respond, just talk to them. Put the bug in their ear.
Hey, Lloyd, let's stop playing phone tag, okay?
Yeah, man. I'll call you in a minute. Give me a minute.
All right, bye.
Take care. Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy the holiday.
Enjoy the holidays. Have a good weekend. Stay safe.
All right.